9 minutes and 30 seconds. Whew. It's the fastest I can put all 7 horses out. Let's go watch some horse behaviors. It's a fine day. It was a gorgeous day, to be honest. We have tons of sun. It's warm and permafrost. It's finally defrosting. It's been pretty darn cold over the last week. I'm gonna try to go into the shade a little bit, to be honest. Can't see anything. Gracie's up and does nothing. Oh, she's gonna get Roni. Tell him where to go. Smash! She says, Lena's my friend today. She's working at it. And Roni says, no way, Jose. Oh! You see that? Yoka is standing tall. Gracie had no effect on her. Stop digging up my arena. Good Lord. I don't know if I care that much if they do it when they're going to roll. But when I see Gracie do it out of total frustration, and she practically digs a hole 2 feet deep, well then we've got an issue. Either way, the water that usually comes out of the ground here is frozen. These guys are coming over here thinking they could get a quick drink of groundwater, but it's gone. Do have a few leaves all over the place though. It's kind of weird. So all 7 horses out. If you are new here, this is what we do. I put the horses out to play in the arena because this is the best space I've got for them to move around, to wear down their feet a little bit. Some nice crunchy sand, clean, roll, socialize, and it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Lena, what are you doing? You look a little bit like a statue right now. No, I don't want to scratch you. Gracie's got a lot of words to say to everybody, but see Roni backing up. She almost punched him in the butt with her front foot. She's in heat, so she's got a lot to say. And this little one is really having a lot of fun with the boys, the 2 bay boys. She likes them the most, and of course they just want to goof off as always. But if you're new here, as I said, this is Mr. Wild. He is a BC Wildie. So he's been here a little less than a year, working on training, getting him unferal, which he's come a long way at. And hassling him right now is Luke. Luke's his best bud. There, darker brown. And this is little Miss. She's just here for training. Little gray Wildie as well. So her and him are Wildies. And a BC Wildie is a horse that's off a range here in British Columbia, Canada. And sometimes they get taken off because there's too many horses there or something. And if they didn't get adopted out, well, they go get sent to slaughter. So there are a few groups around that are trying to save these guys as much as possible, and I'm trying to get in on it a little bit because I think it's a fantastic opportunity to help our local feral / wild horse population. We've got Yoka here. He's an Icelandic, and she's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, these guys are fun to watch, don't get me wrong, while they're playing and goofing around and stuff. But Yoka's really interesting. When she's feeling a little frisky and stuff, she gets on with the boys really well. Hardly ever hangs out with the girls. Hangs out with the boys. And this is Gracie, my resident troublemaker. Oh, you're gonna sneeze on the camera. Maybe not. She's thinking about sneezing. One more time, maybe. It's just a shake. She's Arabian. Age-wise, 8, I think. Mr. Wild is 4. Luke is 9 or 10. Wish I could get my facts straight. I think Yoka's 14 or so. Lena's 15. She's an Oldenburg draft. A lovely lady. The Oldenburg in her is pure. But the draft part of her is a warm blood draft, and so kind of like a mutt, I guess you could call it. A mixing poo of a horse. Gracie's going down for another roll. We've got the noisiest helicopter on the planet above us. It's search and rescue. Search and rescue helicopters travel around here quite a bit because of all of our wilderness. People get lost, etc. Look at these two. Oh, there's a close one, Gracie. I know. Look at you. Oh, jeez. See, like I said, she's a little bit of an oddball here and there, but we all love her all the same. And then last but definitely not least, I don't even know who least would be, so saying that, you're kind of like, well, who's the least horse? This here is Roni, or Macaroni. He is a quarter horse, and I believe him and Luke are the same age, 9 or 10. And he's an absolutely fantastically wonderful, friendly horse that is very sensitive to all kinds of things. And that's everybody. And we're out here doing a little horse observation to see what they get up to, why they get up to it. Well, we hypothesize about that business, but for the most part, there's a lot of clear patterns that come with horses and how they act towards each other. As you can see, it is still a little chilly. We've got snow here on the ground where the sun doesn't get to, and it has not defrosted at all. In fact, the ground is rock hard back here, but the rest of the ground, like I said, it's kind of like permafrost. It is melting, defrosting, whatever. Hello, little miss, how are you today? Everybody's shedding a lot. Check us out. I can give a... oh, she's decided to leave. Forget it. Yoka, how about you? It's about. I'm chasing the boys. And they're off. And we're down here all alone. Just when I want to just scratch a horse or two. They're moving. And the hierarchy is always interesting. Who moves who? These are the three boys. Mr. Wild on the right, Luke in the middle, Roni on the left, surrounding little miss who loves to do her hoppy skippy behavior. She's a noisy one. Luke, go get her. Look at he's just a perfect horse. Does exactly what I tell him to do. She's so much fun. She's so young. She's just a little 3-year-old, so she's quite playful. So is this guy. He is absolutely fantastic. Great playful horse. Loves getting her sort of riled up and ramped up and stuff, and then Luke comes in and sorts that out. Leave her alone. And then she kind of just chills out. So as I start to approach, you can see Yoka looking over. She's like, well, what should I do? Pay attention. What is happening? She's so short compared to everybody. Well, they kind of both are. These are two shorties here. Measured little miss just yesterday or the day before. Turns out she's about 14 hands. Between 13.3 and 14. Really close to that. So everybody's up at the top here. We've got a whole arena to play in. I've had a couple of questions. People asking about the size of that place. Is it cool? Yeah. This arena has worked out really well for more than 7 horses many times as well. Ooh, this isn't going to go well. He's going to get his butt kicked. Unless Yoka's in heat, and then she's a little more entertaining of his playfulness. Other than that, she just tells him to go away. Quite particular. Got Little Miss and Gracie. They seem to be having a little beverage together. Might be a little low on water right now, actually, because we have to take out a couple of big chunks of ice. Oh no, still seems to be water in there. They're getting it. You can see that piece of ice that's standing next to it. We actually had to take that out a few days back. But other than that, they're fine, I think. Hello, Gracie. Can I just... I don't know if I want to get in there. But I always think it's kind of adorable when they they have a drink together like that, like good friends. I'm gonna back up a little bit though. I don't think it's, you never know what Luke's gonna do, or sort of. I think he's gonna send her off, and then Gracie's gonna kind of be in the way. And is Gracie just chewing on the fence there? She's gonna get in big trouble. Hey man, stop digging up my arena. Not that they actually can. It's really hard packed in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm really wondering what these two are doing. Gracie, did you chew on my fence? Yeah, they're playing with the ice in there a little bit. Pushing it down and drinking the water that's on top of it. Hey, big chunk of ice. Should take that out soon. Maybe. It's supposed to warm up. Not supposed to be freezing anymore after today. So that's nice. That helps. Okay, let's get out of these guys. What are these ones doing? Not much. So a lot of times when it's pretty warm, like toasty out in the way with the rain, or not with the rain, the sun, without the rain, they'll sort of come around and hang out here, lie down, have a little sleep. Lena's thinking of coming over. Ronnie, you can't stop her, man. No, you get. Whoa. Whoa. Getting sand chucked at us. Well, that was close. Luke almost got clocked in the chin. Big shake. And she's thinking of what? Coming over? You want some attention now? How about that back scratchings I was thinking about? Show. What in the. It's unusual. Either way, they're all shedding. Luke's yelling at Roni. Roni says, I'm on. Let's do this. Goes over and tells Mr. Wild to shut off because Lena's coming through. He's her bodyguard or something. She's telling him where to go. It's interesting watching horses wander around like this. They lift their nose up and pin their ears back a little and chit-chat visually. Horses are fantastic, just amazing visual creatures, visually communicative. And in turn, it makes their observation skills just phenomenal. So it kind of matters when we're training, when we're working with them, playing with them, riding, whatever we're doing with them, to be conscious of everything that we do, if we can, because all of our unconscious behaviors are yelling at them. You know, it's loud. Look at that. Roni, get him! Bite him! Good boy. Bite him again. Good boy. One more time. Come on. Bite him on the leg. Good, 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 good. And Luke's up front. Take off his beard. Little beard trimmings. I don't know why they beard trim. He's like, just a little off the bottom, please. My goatee's getting a little long. Oh, Luke's going up. Beard's up a little. What are they going to do? Who's going up first and who's going up highest? These two rear a lot at each other. Who's the bigger horse? Who's the tougher horse? Who's going to take the initiative to really get this game on? Luke is hopped up on the bridge. He's got a bit of a lead there, so does Roni. We've got some synchronized rolling happening over here that I missed. Gracie decided to kick the fence. Look at this itchy little mongrel. One more time. Nope. Up, shake. Gracie's back. Down. Wowzers. Gracie can't roll all the way over, so she has to do both sides separately. And there we go. And she's moving. Telling all the other horses what to do. Sometimes they care, sometimes they don't. If she's particularly weird, they tend to care. Most of the time they don't. Whew. Back up to the girls she goes. A little comfort in being at the top with them. sooner or later it does get quite peaceful. They don't yell at each other so much. And the boys play a little bit more. The girls usually relax. And then wait a little bit longer, then they all just sort of go to sleep in the arena. What's going to happen here? Roni doesn't rear up very often. The only time I've actually seen him rear up proper was actually during training a long time ago in the beginning. And any amount of extra pressure would cause him to go upwards. Whew. And it was kind of worrisome. I had to really work with him to make sure that he didn't feel like he needed to do that, and instead moved his back feet proper. Otherwise, when horses rear up in front of you, it is a adrenaline creating event. Oh man. Hi Lena. What can I help you with today? Ooh, you're too close to the camera. It's just going to be blurry. Oh God. This is... when my life flashes before my eyes, this is pretty much the view I'm going to see for a good tenth of it, I swear. Just this face all up in my grill. And scratch me? Scratch me? Yeah, soon. Very busy. It's adorable though, right? How can you not scratch that? Anyways, so we shall watch a little bit more. I've got about, I think, around 2 billion things that I need to do, so I can't spend, it's a loud dump truck, can't spend too much time milling around with these horses, but I hope to bring you guys along for at least a little bit of fun. Go Roni, go! The drive-by, and off he goes. We'll sort out some trouble with Mr. Wild. Looks being pretty... What on? Lena, I moved all the way over here so you wouldn't bug me. Okay, I'm watching the boys right now, because they're so much fun. I like it that the boys play a lot. 2 reasons. 1, great for their socialization, great for their minds, great for them to sort of work out a little bit of sort of hierarchy issues, or I don't know. Social anxiety, is that a thing? The idea that they have some desires, some natural desires to sort of holy sort things out, and here's where they get to do it. You know, they're not over top of a fence yelling at, "Oh, Luke, you're gonna get it, pal." I don't know if Yoka's gonna put up with that for long. Nope. Luke's out. He says, "Okay, forget it." Whoa! I'm in the way. I don't know if anybody's kind of noticed, but I'm a little bit in the way of these Playtime guys at the moment there. This position. If I'd been on the other side, it would have gone a little longer. Huh. So, and then the second thing is the actual physical exercise of it all, where they run around, and they don't just run around, they turn left, they turn right, they stop, they rear up, they do all kinds of athletic movements that, you know, if you ever remember back in gym class or something, you'd have to, you know, be jumping around. And basketball's a great example, soccer's a great example, athletic sports that would have you, you know, not just going in straight lines or something. These horses have to go forward, hang a right, you know, go a little bit faster, come around, stop, and then with that they move their head up and down. They're constantly sort of exercising that. He's kind of full of beans today, this guy. I wonder what else he's gonna do. And they get a full body workout essentially. In fact, it reminds me of oh, here he comes. It reminds me of this video that I watched one time where it was a study or something, and it was about an Olympic athlete So we would assume that they're in awfully good shape. And that Olympic athlete had to copy a baby's movements for, I think they did 10 minutes. So it's a baby that was awake and it was just sort of shaking around, lifting its legs and moving around. It was just a little thing, like maybe a year old, but you know, can't walk or nothing, but just the desire to crawl, the desire to move around. And did you get mad at me or him? Because I think him. Hi, Roni. Oof, you guys in your ears. Okay, I'm gonna back up. Watch what happens. Roni, bite him on the nose. Oh. Oh my goodness. My goodness, look at that sand-covered face. What a goof. Roni's a weirdo. I don't know why he does that. He licks a lot of horses. Anyhow, so the Olympic... I saw that coming. Lena, you're such a big tough girl. Okay, everybody off the bridge. Psh, go. Get out of here. Do something else. My bridge. Anyway, so the Olympic athlete had to keep up with this baby's movements, and he just barely could do it. Moving his legs and his arms and his body and doing things that are really athletic. Essentially very athletic. Because it doesn't just involve a steady pattern of doing one thing. Like jogging or something, you know? So the back and forth. Have you even moved? You don't even look like you have moved in the last 10 minutes. Yoko's kind of like that. She's a conservation of energy kind of sort, which is good. And these guys are playing with the ice. So that's what I mean by I'm really happy to have them out, goofing around and stuff like that, and getting real proper athletic exercise. What are you guys doing? Still playing with the ice? Don't eat the fence. That's right, everybody out. Goofballs. You can discourage it enough, you know. What do you want? Huh? I wasn't yelling at you, it's true. No, it wasn't. God, it's bright. I can't barely see you, buddy. Can we come over this way a little? Okay, bye. So that's, you know, that's a big deal. And then, last but not least, which I guess is number 3, is when I get to come out here and play and goof off with them. And a lot of times I get to come up and say hello, and I can give scratches and stuff. Hello, Gracie. Yeah, if you want to move your head, I will just keep my hand still. Very good. Just a little bit and shake. I'm trying to train her to shake, to be honest. So every time before she shakes, I know everybody's probably saying, "Oh, you scratched Gracie. Can you scratch Lena now?" Yes, I can. So every time she shakes, I want to say the word shake, and then maybe I could train her to shake. Ooh, Lena, you really told her. Oh, Lena's shedding like crazy. I'm going to be covered in hair. So it's like how they train the racehorses when a racehorse goes to have a pee, and they'll whistle when they pee, and so the horse ends up peeing on command for the drug test. Imagine that. Even our horses have to have drug tests. All the corrupt individuals in competition, Olympics, horse racing, you know, all the really important things. So oh, what's he doing? Ah, Gracie. Oh, kick him! No, I don't want to scratch you. Oh, for Pete's sake. Fine. Although I'm not a fan of being behind Gracie. I've got to admit, she's probably the only horse that seems to have what feels like... Oh, God. What feels like a... what's it called? An involuntary reflex to kick. You know what I mean? Gracie, I don't want to scratch the really dirty side of you. Just the top. So her involuntary reflex sort of gets me worried. Although it's probably quite voluntary. Oh, he bit him on the neck. Good job, buddy. Bite him again. Luke's always going for the legs. Ah, jeez. You know, it is hard to concentrate on something else when you're chasing me around. Stop it. I wave my hand at her and say no. And she'll get frustrated and go chase somebody else off. Sort that out a little bit. Ooh, not her. Definitely not her, who still hasn't moved. Yoka, what an interesting sort. Nina's moving in again. So yeah, so that's the third thing, where I just love the interactions. Even if I choose not to give in, or if I choose to give in, it's easier when I don't have a camera, obviously. See, these two go co-groom a little. I didn't facilitate it, so I'm not taking credit or nothing, but they just will. Ah, no. Don't keep bugging me right now. Yeah, it's hard to do with a camera, so I sort of just try to observe a lot. Now I'd like to give you one back scratchings before we finish up here. Do you think you could let me? Weirdo. Okay. There, see? Not so bad. Shedding like crazy. Roni, what are you doing? And there's Eats too. So, yeah, that's it. As you can see, they all just sort of hang out together. There's a lot of arena here. Wow, Luke, you got chewed on, man. See, somebody has asked, I know I've talked about this before, but I'll do it again. So sooner or later, I think Luke is going to lose. Uh-oh, Roni, you're going to get kicked, man. There he is again, see? I don't know how Animal Planet this is. Maybe we shouldn't pay attention too much to that. Anyhow, so yeah, they all kind of hang out together and just play and be a herd. And I like hanging out with them too, so that I be part of the herd. And then those two are co-grooming. And we observe and we learn. Oh, that was a good one. Who won? Oh, Luke, you couldn't get him to back up from veering, eh? He had to resort to the butt. There's the butt again. He's really sorting out that youngster. Oh, everybody's yelling. Notice how nobody moved? Nobody. Here he comes again. Still trying. Anyway, so that was as I was saying. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a time when he wins, and then it'll be another competition for a little while. I gotta admit, I like Roni a lot, but he is an odd duck. You just don't see that very often. I don't think she was having a problem with it. Oh well. And he's gonna bite him. Just coming in. Nope. Yep. Oh, Roni actually told her where to go. Good boy. Personally, I think Roni has the most clout of the boys, if he really wanted to. And then, of course, Yoko's top of the girls. Oh, Roni almost got bit by Lena. I don't think he's going to tolerate that. And he's ready to kick Luke. He'd better sort out Luke pretty fast. Oh, geez. Hello, little one. What can I help you with? You a little tiny bit of eye goop. I'll take care of that for you. There you go. Okay. Gosh, we've been going for quite a while here. So, I think perhaps we'll end this here. And see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it's been enjoyable watching the horses play and goof off and that kind of stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.